I'm Sean Bowden, and I've got a role here just with this forum given to me years ago, and I'm still doing it, and it's a great privilege to do it, and thank you all for being here. Without further ado, we'll enter this next session, which is really important. It's on education and what's actually happening, and bear with it because there's an enormous amount of information is going to be given in this session from 5 schools and groups that are doing the hard work every morning, every day, every afternoon with the children of the future, putting fire in their minds. And we're all very proud of every one of these groups. And to kick it off, Gulkula lady, Leila Guruwiwi. Welcome her back to the stage.
Hello again, everyone. I hope you're able to have some tea and something a snack before this morning's session. And as mentioned by Sean, it's all about education, the importance of education, and especially in our context up here, bilingual education. In the Yolngu world, the great-grandchild becomes a parent to the great-grandparent. This is part of the cycle of life, based on the Yolngu philosophy of renewal, continuity, and trust. As one man said in his final days, "These children are my leaders now, my future, and I am their child. They will look after me in my final stages of life, and then when their time comes, I will be waiting for them, as my fathers are waiting for me." Today we are hearing from the children of today, along with their teachers and schools. We will hear about the plans for the education of children in the future, including higher learning and the passing on, the protection and preservation of the ancient knowledge of the Yolngu people. There will be a number of presentations over the next hour, so it will be busy, and just bear with us. We will hear a short speech from the Minister of Education, Jason Clare, a little bit later on, as well as a closing song from the children. But first up, we have my 2 mukkels here, Merrki and Yalmay, who will be talking a little bit about Yirrikala School and what they've been doing in that space. So big round of applause for these 2 amazing ladies.
Good morning, Bookmark. Ngaran niya ako Merrki Ganambarr-Stubbs, principal ngara Yirrikala School. I've been a principal for almost 5 years now.
I don't have to introduce myself again.
She doesn't need introduction. She's the famous Yalmay Yunupingu. So
anyway, Yalmay.
So we will actually briefly talk about love of learning. I think there's Dubuma Barker who will come up later on to do a special item for us. We're from the Yambirpa schools, Yambirpa meaning the fish trap at Yirrikala. And our council is called Yambirpa School Council. So also there's Yirrikala as well as the homelands under the same umbrella, where we talk about the things and the issues that we deal with children in the schools and the love of learning. So this year, every year we have themes where the children learn about lots and lots of things. This term, we're learning about creeks and rivers and billabongs and the wetlands. So the kids are actually going out into the bush. For example, if you look across there, that's Bamundur, and around the corner, that's Mardinga. And it's a wetland where the kids have gone lately and had a look of the place and the land. And they learn about whose land it is, what's there, what are the living creatures that live there. They learn about the birds, they learn about the water, and things like that. From there, they actually take this information back into the classroom where we then study through the Western way of looking at water and where does water actually comes from. So yesterday, the kids were learning about our Great Artesian Basin, which is the most biggest basin in the world. And it's here in Australia, and the dippers. So they're the kind of things that our children learn, and they love it. They love it.
And it's also how children are connected to the land, connected to the bird, trees, rivers. There's a Guruto kinship name that is the backbone called Yunupingu, where Yunupingu looks at the whole picture about mother's clan, father's clan, grandmother's clan, and so on. We have about 6, but this is it's a backbone. That Yunupingu is a word, backbone, and it gives the whole big picture about everything. We are from a bilingual school. I've been teaching in a bilingual school since bilingual started in 1974, where Gulf Whitlam announced it on that day in 1974, because our elders wanted our school to be a bilingual school, and because they had fear when the first missionaries arrived, because we didn't want to lose our language in the future, because we want our language and culture strong, and this is why elders who have now gone, and we now practicing this in our school and teaching our children, Yulgumata, Karma Mats, learning on country, Karma. These are the subject that we teach children at our school. When I retired from school, the school wanted me to be Yirrikala school chairman. Because I am very much attached to the school, and I always say to myself that education is the world to me.
And so in 1983, 4, and 5, all these clans elders came together, and they wrote a vision statement, a statement for Yirrikala school. And it's quite a long one, and they're both in Yulgumata as well as in English. But Yalmay and I took that vision statement and made it smaller so that kids can learn, chant it every day, every morning before going to class. And it's to do with safe and ready. Be safe, be ready to learn. And this is the statement. You want glasses? First, I'm going to second. This is in now.
Yirrikala School Vision Statement chant. I honestly believe that our children can achieve anything. It was a quote by Mr. W. Wunungmura. Ngari Merrki kurati marmai romdo tuayo ka irichayo. Diang unja kakaliyo kora tukar lakama, yul ngara, wanang ngara. Na ngara ko kaipo, na ngara ko birka yunawoy, kan na ngara yuro, tano yun mulkurom. Nagtiyan ngara yuro giri ngamati, ka jar yun nguni mulkurom. Numaya margi ko na miyawaya, giri ngamati na, mulkuro kakalo, kadal tina. Ral patina, siya ko romgo. Ngana po tuwaya kahit po, ngana palmiwo, jama miya mana.
And I'll read the English. So they read both English as well as Yungumata. And it says here, I grow up with two laws, Toa and Yirrikala. This foundational knowledge molds who I am, what my vision is, how I will think, how I will be able to deal with contemporary life, and whether I will be able to sort out and analyze the new ideas I encounter in my life in a balanced way. You, as our teachers, you must be prepared to operate in the contemporary world in a strong and balanced way, so that we will be able to achieve the visions and the aspirations of our elders. And that's what they chant every morning before going to school. So thank you. Thank you, Merrki. It's just a brief talk, but if you want to listen to us further, we'll be talking at the Dao Miwanga at 1 o'clock. So head over there, please. Thank you again.
Thank you.